and welcome to Nonsense Farm. Today I'm going to give you an update on the Nonsense Farm cows. You don't see a lot about the cows on any of my videos because they're actually not geographically located at Nonsense Farm. I have a friend that has 9 acres here in the town where I live. It's only 3 minutes away from my house, and she needed some help qualifying for her agricultural valuation. And so right now we have the cows here on this 9 acres. The land did sell to a developer, so sometime in the next year or so, these cows will actually move out to Nonsense Farm, which will be nice because then I'll have all my livestock all in the same place, and also the grass is much better out on my farm than it is here on this plot. You might notice that the grass looks quite bedraggled here. We've just come through a long time with no rain, and so we're feeding them hay. I'm very hopeful that once it starts raining more this fall, this grass will green up so they can have some fresh grass for a while, and we won't be buying hay straight through till the springtime. All right, now let's meet the girls. This one is Shaggy. The reason she's called Shaggy, when we got them in February, she had all this very shaggy fur on her. She lost most of it this summer, and so really she's not shaggy at all now, but the name stuck. So this is Shaggy. Behind Shaggy there you see Goopy. She's very flighty. She's the most bashful of all of the girls. The reason she's called Goopy is because when we first got her, she had a case of pink eye, and her eye was very goopy. So that's where her name came from. This is Bella, the brown one here. Bella means beautiful, and we think she's our most beautiful cow. So that's where her name comes from. And then this is Brave, and her name came from the fact that she was the first one that would walk up to us for alfalfa. She's always going to be the one that leads the way. She's brave. So that's where her name is from. Since it's fall and you can find pumpkins everywhere, I'm also feeding them pumpkins. I understand that it's a natural dewormer for cows and also chickens. And so they're really enjoying those treats. In their water troughs, we use a float valve so that we don't have to worry about being out here all the time filling up waterers. Right now, our plans are that when these girls are about 2 years old, which will be in a little under a year, we're planning on processing 2 of them and breeding 2 of them. So 2 of them will go to the processor and be cut into steaks and hamburgers and whatnot, and 2 of them will be artificially inseminated so that we'll have 2 more livestock. And I think this next time I understand with AI you can actually choose the gender of the offspring. I think I might try for a steer, a male offspring. The only thing is then I have to mess with banding them, and right now I wouldn't be able to catch one of these and wrestle it to do any sort of thing like that, so I'm not really quite sure how that'll work. And you have to band them because you don't want them to breed back to their mom. That's gross. And also the reason you might want to steer is because they grow faster and they grow bigger, so they end up being more meat. People ask me sometimes, especially since they do have names, if the thought of eating them bothers me, and the fact is no. I mean, I've raised meat chickens. These are livestock. It's their purpose, and they do have names simply because we have to refer to them when we're speaking about them. We can say, hey, you know, how's Goopy's eye or whatever. So no, right now the thought of enjoying one of them in a nice tasty steak does not bother me at all. 7 months into having cows right now, I would say that I enjoy having cows and that I like having cows. I will probably keep having cows. I mean, check with me after we process them, and which we aren't going to process them, but just the idea of finding someone and having them transported and how all of that works, you know. Check back with me after the whole process is done. But right now, I would give it 2 thumbs up.